Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Star Wars RimWorld Let's Play. So, Camba finally joined us. You see here, we have a notification. Pet successfully recruited Camba, 12% chance. It's been like probably 100 of those 12% chances. But finally, statistics paid off, and we were able to get him to join us. So we are going to need a name for Camba, of course. Feel free to throw one in the comments below if you haven't already. I'll search through, all the videos up to this point and see if I find a name that is fitting for his character. And let's see. So he's melee oriented, just like Ox is. What else? Quite good at medicine, actually, and cooking. And I think that's what we're going to employ him as for the moment. Again, last episode I sort of discussed turning a lot of this rice into simple meals because, again, we had that solar flare which downed all of our electricity and meant that they could not eat from this nutrient paste dispenser. So they had to eat the rice raw, and nobody was too pleased about that. So I think that's a good idea. Go ahead and do that. And let's see, what else? We'll probably need to move this some. Well, I guess he can work in here for now. I just need to power it. We'll just, retoggle it and then have him get to work, turning rice into simple meals, and we should be able to leave them in here because it is below freezing in this room, so they will keep forever so long as they're stored in here. We've also mixed things up in here just a little bit. I have heel root growing on these two basins, and I think I set these bottom two to cotton at the end of last episode, but I've decided to go with smoke leaf instead. And I figure once this room is done, we'll probably make all of those basins cotton and just start growing a bunch of cotton that we can turn into clothes and whatever, and use those to sell. I didn't really want to give my people smoke leaf joints. I just didn't feel like it really felt like what the Empire would do. I don't picture like stormtroopers, smoking in their barracks or anything. But in my experience with RimWorld, smoke leaf joints are way too useful to pass up on. Whether you're just using them as a source of income because they are very easy to produce. You don't even need a crafting bench, you just need the little crafting spot where they sit on the ground and like roll them. So they're very easy to produce, and they do sell for a decent amount, especially if you're selling a lot of them into the right vendor or to the right trader. Also, I've had very good luck with them in staving off mental breaks. So if somebody's on the verge of breaking, telling them to smoke one can be the difference in them breaking or not. Also, for people who are injured and in pain, the smoke leaf joint helps offset that. And so they are very useful. I probably won't allow them for recreational use in our research facility here, but I may use them for medicinal purposes as well as, again, a commodity to sell. So, Camba, we need to get you in some proper gear. What are you currently wearing? A Mega Sloth leather parka, tribal wear, and a hat. Okay, well, what I need you to do is I need you to equip. See, the problem is I don't have any underclothing for the stormtrooper armor. So I guess go ahead and equip it, but you're not going to be wearing it properly like everybody else. So let's see, -41, because Kenta has several layers on. Kenta has this Imperial bodysuit, an armor vest, and a stormtrooper armor. So he's like, this is going to protect him from all sorts of like temperature. This obviously protects against ballistics, and this protects against both. Whereas Camba only has the armor, so he's only really getting... he's still getting a pretty good amount of temperature. Let's have you drop that hat. I want to see what your head looks like. Everybody with these ponytail things, what is going on? Alright, put your damn hat back on then. I don't want to see that ponytail. And you're hauling steel. You're gonna go build. I don't know that I want you building. Well, let's see here. We got to change up his priorities anyway. So firefighting, patients, doctoring. I don't mind you doctoring, actually. In fact, I'd rather you do it than Lynn. Bed rest, 2 like everybody else. Flicking switches. I don't need you wardening. We don't have a jailer right now, and I probably won't bother with one until we have somebody that we can dedicate pretty much solely to that. We're not going to be using the prison labor thing. But it is an efficient use of a person because one jailer can watch several prisoners while they work, and so in theory we could build a quarry or something, have like 3 prisoners working it, and then 1 colonist just supervising them, and that would be pretty efficient. But you know, we're just not there yet, so it's something we'll think about. But for right now, I'll leave that blank. Not gonna be animal handling. Not terrible at negotiation. Oh wait, no, that's Heth. Whoops. 0. Okay. Yeah, you're not very good at any of this. That's okay. Cooking. That's going to be your main priority. Hunting. Don't want you doing that. Construction. I'll put it at 4. So he'll do it, but only if there's nobody else to do it. Not going to be growing. You can help out with mining, but that's not your main priority. Plant cutting. I think I'm going to bump that up to 2. And I might have Lynn go up a little bit higher on that as well. We'll see. So Camba's basically going to be in charge of most of our food production at this point. Smithing, not particularly good. Art, not particularly good. Crafting, not great. Hauling. Why is salt at 3 and everybody else is at 2? Let's put everyone at 2. And then for cleaning, I'm actually going to put Camba at 2 as well. So he's going to be cooking and cleaning. He's going to be like Mr. Mom for us. Hopefully that all works out. We'll see how it goes. And let's get him on the same like sleep schedule as everybody else. Alright. So we'll see how that goes. Let's get this powered back up. And let's get some new bills. We're going to cook simple meals forever, and we'll see how that works out. Finish what you're doing. You're welcome to haul the steel over there, but I don't want you actually building the thing. Okay, good. Good. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. Kenta is building our multi-analyzer, and then hopefully he'll build this research bench so that May can get back to work. But right now she's helping plant rice, which is, you know, fantastic. Camba, really? What is your deal? Serious cabin fever. Oh, yeah, I mean, you've been locked in a prison for a pretty long time. You're welcome to go outside. Is that the biggest issue? Who insulted him? He's new. Go easy on him. Also in pain. Why are you in pain? Stab scar in your left leg. Okay. Well, when we get our bionics operation up and running, he might be a candidate for a new bionic leg. So you're cooking right now. Let's see. Oh, is your hat tattered as well? I might need an item repair bench just so I can fix some of this tattered clothing. Because I don't want... There's so many people with the exact same haircut. I don't want to be looking at it on like every character. So if I can have them wearing hats or something, that would be ideal. I don't necessarily need him running around in a stormtrooper helmet. Let's forbid this for now. But this stuff is actually wearable, unlike everything else we have over here. I guess the alternative is I do have a mod that allows you to build a cabinet where if a character interacts with it, you can change their appearance. So that's an option as well. But I don't have that mod activated for this playthrough. So that would be something I need to do. And then we have to build it and figure out where to build it. But that is another possible solution, and it could help, you know, add some variety to our characters here. But anyways, I'm going to slow things down a bit, just because I kind of like watching everybody and seeing what they're doing, making sure they're doing the right thing. What are you doing now? Okay. It's almost more efficient that nobody is bothering to haul this stuff. Well, actually, they have nowhere to haul it. But it almost works out better just because he can grab it right from there. So I guess we'll kind of just try to keep it that way. But there, everybody's grabbing those meals as soon as they come out. Nobody wants to eat the paste. And I can't say I blame them. Oh, good. I thought he failed constructing this. I would have been very upset. Let's see. We need to run conduits through this wall as well. But we're actually going to need to run them through here too. Well, I guess let's queue that up now. Because this is all going to get torn up. So we'll do that. And apparently he's building the walls first. Ox, those walls were secondary. I didn't really need those done right away, but fine. Everybody, yeah, grabbing those meals faster than we can put them out. Wait, why is Lynn cooking? Lynn, you have other things to do. Let's see, cooking. Let's put you down to 3 and you guys down to like 4. Because you all have better things to do. And let's see, I'm going to draft you. There we go. Yeah, you go mine or something and let Camba cook. And as they tear those out, we'll replace them with proper walls that we can run power through. You are building. Fantastic. Let's see, structures, marble walls, let's queue some of those up. Make sure this stuff is getting moved as well. And how are we doing up here? That got moved, that's good. Okay, it's powered again as well. You guys are moving awfully slow here. Alright, so through all this mining, Heth is leveled up again. Let's go ahead and take care of that. This time around, I think we're going to take maybe another force power. Let's see. So this is an AoE attack. Maximum targets 2. Force lightning doesn't really say much about it. It does look like the force lightning hits harder though. Huh. Interesting. The information on these is not very consistent. 2 damage, but this effectively heals him while it's damaging enemies. And then this one chokes and stuns enemies. That seems pretty useful. Let's take that, because that's like crowd control as well. It's also a pretty traditional, you know, dark side ability, so why not? Whoops, not what I meant to do there. Let's get that hauled. So we're getting the walls built in here, which means I can run conduits through them all and power things a little bit more efficiently. There needs to be a wall there. Okay, good. The new research bench is finished, which means May can get back to her job researching. Apparently she was pretty close to finishing already. And with this multi-analyzer, she should be able to speed through just about anything now. We'll continue to queue up walls where they're needed. And hopefully we get on that fairly soon, because the temperature in here is, or was dropping a little bit. It's starting to even out again, because I think the hallways are fairly warm now too. But we'll want to take care of that as soon as possible. Ooh, it's getting fairly warm in here. That's not a good thing, actually, because these will not keep forever. So, I'm actually going to kill this. And Salt, as soon as you drop... Did you really just sleep on the floor? Oh, you don't have a bed. That's right. Let's see. It'll be under furniture, I assume. Yeah, bed. We'll do... Not uranium. We'll make a steel bed. And you can sleep in here, I suppose. We'll actually reinstall Ox's bed in that room as well. And you know what? Rather than doing that, reinstall Ox here and then build a copy there. We definitely have enough steel. There's no way we don't have enough steel. But yeah, we'll do it here because they can actually stay in that room. I won't need to move the beds later. Again, these are gonna have, this is gonna have a double bed. By the way, that reminds me, this bed right here, Kenta's bed, I'm glad I gave it to him. This is apparently such a fantastic bed that it's considered art. And it's actually called May's Purple. May, of course, is the character, the female character we started with that both male starter characters were interested in. And apparently, Kenta was so struck by May, he made an artistic bed named after her. I clicked on this. I don't remember why, but I saw this and it actually made me laugh. The other double bed is just a regular double bed, but this one is apparently a piece of art. This furniture is engraved with a representation of May trudging through snow while their face turns blue. 2 frozen tiger corpses surround the area. The overall composition is triangular. The scene takes place in the middle of a city. This depiction refers to May freezing. Oh, that's kind of dark. Alright, I mean, May didn't freeze to death, so that's interesting, but weird. Anyways, yeah, that bed is literally a piece of art. Alright, so our research has finished. We're now able to make semi-automatic and automatic weapons. Not that we really intend to. Instead, you know, we're just continuing working on this way. I need to clear some of these, so let's get them out of the way here. Perfect. Alright, so precision rifling is next, and that should be fairly quick as well. It's only 1400. The last one was 1000, so it's not that much more. And then we'll be at charged shot after that, and again, that won't take all that long either. And that will unlock all of the various Star Wars blasters for us to start crafting. Hospital beds, again, we're not quite there yet, so I don't know that that will really help us. Tissue printer is interesting. That is definitely something that we're going to want to have in our medical center. Also, powered armor is something that we want to be able to do as well, so we can start making stormtrooper armor. However, that's going to be a pretty lengthy one at 3200, so we'll actually be able to finish both of these in roughly the same time as just that one. So let's do precision rifling and then charge shot, and then we'll maybe reconsider armor. But also we're going to need to start doing some of the stuff down here, and obviously bionics is one of our targets as well. Alright, so we've got guests again. I'm going to send them away. We still don't have anywhere for them to stay, and I don't want them to never come back because of a bad experience, so I think it's better that we just kind of keep them out for now, and then once we're ready, we'll invite them over and sell them quite a bit of dead men's clothing, as well as hopefully like some smoke leaf joints by that point, and I don't know what else. Poor Camba sleeping on the floor. We are out of steel. I completely forgot that this thing here required like 400 to build, and then this was pretty expensive as well. So we are out of steel for the time being. I have queued up some mining projects outside that should get us enough to handle everything we need for a while, but we'll need to send somebody out there to do that, and that's always kind of an issue. Uh-oh. Camba is on an insulting spree. Somebody insulted him. Who is picking on Camba? Let's see. Ox tried to calm me down, and then you tried to calm Ox down. Who's insulting you? Maybe Lynn? I don't know who else it would be. Minoka... You shouldn't be dealing with Minoka. Minoka's locked up down here, and I don't know why Minoka's even here still. Heth, you have the best social skill. Try to calm Camba down. Because he's just running around saying mean things to people right now. We'll see if Heth is successful. I sure hope he is. Failed. Okay. You are the best social person, right? 11. I know Kenta's pretty high as well. 7. Yeah, Heth, keep, Oh, you can't keep trying? Alright. You know what? Rather than digging that stuff up, can I get you to dig some steel? Especially since you can tolerate the outdoors a lot better than most. That was weird. Was he going to try to run through the wall or something? It was strange. Camba, what am I going to do with you? Yeah, nobody else can talk to him right now. You're also hungry. We need to get you... Well, first of all, you should go play chess or something. That hat isn't doing you any favors, apparently. And then we need to get you a proper bed, which I've queued up, and apparently somebody has started work on it. We just need to get the rest of the resources over there to actually build it. Speaking of, let's queue up some marble walls here. And let's see, he's still on major break risk, but apparently his little tirade is ended. Which is good. He's going to go sit down and eat because he's hungry, and that should help. Heth's getting us some steel. It'd be nice if Ox would help out with that. But apparently he's just going to grab the fruits of Heth's labor and then run it on over to here. But that's fine. We did need a heater in here for Ox and Camba. Oh good, he's building the bed first. Alright, so this is Camba's bed. Until further notice. He'll probably stay in. Actually, they'll both probably stay in there. And we'll get this out of the way soon enough, because if we have enough simple meals, we don't need to have them eating paste. It does, of course, depend on how efficiently we're able to go to rice, because this is less efficient use of it. So if we're running out of food more quickly because of this, then we may have to go back to the paste. But we'll see. They seem to be eating the simple meals as fast as we can produce them. Alright, so I just checked, and apparently a lot of the warden functions got moved over to the jailer. So I've put Kenta and Heth lowest priority as jailer, and that did allow me to prioritize releasing Minoka. So I'm having Kenta do that right now, just so he's gone. Apparently he has to piggyback him out of here. So be free, run along. Maybe you'll come back to us someday. If you don't, it's really not that big a deal. But that should boost our relations with the Blue Mountain amalgamation. And that frees up our prisoner beds as well. And it's one less mouth to feed, so that's nice too. Let's see. May is unhappy. What's going on with May? Feeling terrible and hungry. Okay, we'll go eat. Ah, yeah. I forgot to mention this. So, building the walls where I did tore down the chandeliers we had, so they need to get rebuilt. That is slowing down her research a bit, probably also making her a little unpleased. But, we will hopefully get those rebuilt fairly soon. They're running out of things to build because they're flying through everything I have queued up, so hopefully they get on that next. I'll wait to queue up walls here for them to do that, so hopefully they get around to it. Why has that marble not been dug out yet? Why would you dig out everything but that? I just don't understand. And then we need this all torn down as well. Okay, good, so our relations with them went up. That doesn't seem to stop them from raiding us, though. When we get raided, it's always them, despite having sent several of their people back to them. Since Camba is not really going to be functioning as a stormtrooper for us, or any sort of soldier, really, and since he's relegated to basically the chef for the base, I've gone ahead and I've put him in an officer uniform instead, and that kind of solved my issue with his headgear. In that I was able to give him an officer's cap rather than his raggedy beanie that he was wearing, and so I think that makes him a bit happier. Yeah, so that's good. Now we just need to get him in a less ugly environment, which shouldn't be that hard. I don't intend to have him working in here forever. This is just where the electric stove happened to be, and so that's where he's working until we get a proper mess hall built. It looks like we've started construction on the large chandelier, so that's good. Kenta, there's still several things for you to build and unbuild, so it'd be nice if you could get on that. Good, we got some light back in here. Fantastic. So another thing we need to figure out is we need to floor this room, and we need to do it with sterile tiles wherever possible. Now we have two options for that. We have the default sterile tiles that require steel and silver, and they're pretty expensive. 15 silver per tile, and we're gonna need hold on, let's see here. So what are we looking at? 20. No, why would I say 20? Hold on. Remove all that. Alright, so this is 20 by 3, so 60. And then we have 65, 66, 70, and another 60. So 130 square tiles, if I'm not mistaken. Which is obviously quite a few if we're spending 15 silver on each. That would be probably around like 2,000 silver to floor all this with sterile tiles. Now we don't have to do the whole thing. We can just do maybe like from here to here, or even just along these walls here, because the beds are going to be there and there. Or in more floors, we have plasteel floors, which are also sterile, but they require 8 plasteel and a component for each one. So we kind of have to decide what we want to invest in these floors. Either way, they're going to be sterile and they will work. But do we think that steel is more expendable than silver is more expendable than plasteel? I don't think the components will be an issue. We have quite a few, and we know where to mine a bunch of compacted machinery. So in terms of components, I'm not that concerned. I don't like wasting components, but I wouldn't consider that a waste. On the other hand, we would be spending 3 steel and 15 silver per tile, and that is quite a bit as well. But I'll go ahead and leave it here with that to think on. If you guys have any suggestion as to what we should do about that, feel free to let me know in the comments below. But we are going to need sterile floors in here because we're going to be doing a lot of medical stuff. So obviously, yeah, we want to, have those because they're going to prevent, or at least help prevent, diseases and stuff from happening, which is great. Especially given all the surgeries we're going to be doing. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I had a great time playing some RimWorld with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.